everybody. So, welcome. After a very long break, we are coming back for a podcast on this channel. And Sindhu and me, Rajiv, we were just talking before the camera started to roll that how do we talk about this topic? Something about which we don't have any experience ourselves. Something which is a bit difficult to talk about, something which people actually try and avoid talking about, or look the other way, or try to let's not talk about it. So we are today going to be discussing about death, Osho's views about death, our understanding of it, what's the role of meditation in it, and what's the journey really looking like. So Sindhu, Osho's often talking about death, and he talks about as the ultimate orgasm, or he talks about this as a celebration. And on the other side, in the world, people are seeing it more as something morbid, something dark, something we don't want to talk about. How do we sort of, bridge the two? What's your understanding?
I feel like the secret of it lies in life, living basically. That's why we do share this workshop, The Art of Living and Dying, wherein we talk about, how to live fully and totally.
Right.
And if we are totally living, then that may not be so serious, because once we have lived our life to the fullest, we have lived all our desires, consciously lived all our desires. So that helps us to transcend death probably. And of course we have gone through, I feel two things that makes it morbid is our unfulfilled desires and our attachments, that we cannot let go. And Osho, as he says, it's an ultimate orgasm. Ultimate orgasm comes only if you can let go. In sex, if you can't let go, you cannot have an orgasm.
Right.
So, as I see, in meditation as well, if you are able to let go, you feel this oneness with the universe. And my feeling is that is how death could be, like an ultimate letting go. And feeling that oneness into the unknown.
So when you talk about desires, it's interesting because I know so many of my friends, and when we talk about desires, they start to get into making a bucket list. Okay, these are the things I want to do before I die, and it could be a trip to Honolulu, or I want to go up that rock mountain, or I want to go fishing, or go underwater skiing, or underwater diving. All of that. But each of these things are in a way taking us out somewhere there, right? And so suppose I do make a list and I go through all these 20 things, then will I be all fully sorted out? So what's this? There are desires which are on the outside, and there's this journey inside in meditation. So how does this play out?
As I understand, one is to consciously live what you want to live. And that makes a difference. Then you're no longer, then it's done. It's finished. And the other aspect for me is, and that you can truly experience only in meditation, is about, connecting with the part that is not the body, that is not the mind.
Right.
That you are something beyond the body-mind. So that attachment to the body, that attachment to the mind, because desires do come from the mind.
That's right.
So once you've had that experience, and that experience has to be a daily practice, it has to come every day, a reminder, an everyday experience of who you are. And once you have that through meditation, I guess it's more easy to let go.
You're right, pretty much. The way I've heard and understood Osho is that it's like as you live life consciously, you're building your, call it the muscle of awareness, and as you keep building it through the period of time, and then when it is time to let go of this body and move on, rather than getting totally overwhelmed by fear or by what's going to happen to me, but if you have an experience of meditation and if you can be relaxed in that moment also, I guess things can be very, very different. you know I I think I've also often heard Osho talk about fear in the context, and we often hear him say that every fear is at one level a fear of death, and so one could have a fear of falling, a fear of snakes, a fear of water, a fear of fire, all of those things, but or a fear of getting into a conflict with somebody. But perhaps it's for all of us to explore: is it really true for me? That is there a fear of death at the back of it? And as Sindhu's talking about attachments with the body, with things around, once you can start to distance yourself from those attachments and therefore from the fear associated with it, I guess you can find more and more space inside you in which, and if you can maintain that continuum between now to even the point when we may have to leave the body, we have to one day, and then maybe experience that situation more consciously. And otherwise, the way I understand, that whole fear of everything sort of shuts down the door of awareness in that moment. And Osho says 99% of us or more just die unconsciously. So they do not, it's like you said, if you do not relax in the moment of physical intimacy, you could also be missing something in that moment. So maybe something like that.
Yeah, and also fear shuts the door to life. Yes. You don't live that moment. If you live your life out of fear, that means you're missing out on life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess this life is a journey to encounter these fears, to really become aware of them, what all they are, to accept them consciously, and in that something can change or transform. And as I said, a daily practice of knowing the art of relaxation.
Yeah.
And in that deep relaxation, that awareness of who I am, beyond the body, beyond the mind, that Osho says the flame of awareness. And then it's like an imprint that every day you are aware. There are more and more moments when you live in that space. So I guess when death comes, then maybe it's more easy to welcome it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that. Then, you're ready to welcome it. It's like your final graduation ceremony.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, I've done it all, I've lived it all, and maybe now it's time to let go. And Osho always says it's a new beginning. It's not an end.
That's absolutely right. Because there's one word which I love, which Osho uses. He's as he says, he's taken from Buddha, Sammasati. So having that you want to explain Sammasati to people?
Yeah, it's coming from the Pali language, from Buddha saying the right remembrance, to really know who you are. Yeah, this is the last message of Osho, the last words of Osho. To know who you truly are. And I'm repeating it, that once that thing is to know that who you really are, then dying could be more easy.
Yeah, more easy, more conscious.
More conscious, more celebrative, Yes. More like, okay, there's something new, something unknown. I'm ready to go into that unknown.
Right. I know, from where most of us have our current understanding of life, with dealing with all the situations, the problems, मतलब जिंदगी के मसलों में फंसे हुए हैं और अचानक एक तरफ कोई आके बोलता है भैया death is a celebration, it's going to be very difficult to connect the two. But as you slowly go on this journey, and we will be exploring many aspects of this when we probably look at it in the workshop together. in the days to come, that, there are attachments, there are regrets, there are things which are incomplete in life. All of them, they come and start to hit us to say, I haven't done this, I'm not really ready to die, and all of those things. So how can we make that journey of, in a way, feeling that, the bucket list, outside, inside, whatever, is complete in a way, and we are ready to take off, to have a conscious departure. So
Yes. I think bridging that gap between the life and death, and meditation probably does that.
absolutely.
And yeah, we deeply explore in our workshops this subject.
Yeah, so we would be, during the workshop, of course, we'd be working with several of Osho's active meditations to help us, shed some of the baggage we have, taking some of the guided journeys which will help us go deeper and experience that ultimate joy within us, and much more, and having some discussions and talks around it, maybe also getting a deeper intellectual understanding as well, to support us on this journey.
Sure.
Anything more you want to add?
Yeah, for me, it's always like, how to say, I'm excited about when the day would come, the D-Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as Osho says, sleep is a mini death. Yes, every night you're dying.
That's right.
When we completely go and we don't know who we are.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe as we leave this session right now, leaving a small tip with you, just picking up from what Sindhu said, that, maybe just observe for yourself, like when you go off to sleep, what was your last thought? And maybe in the morning when you get up, that is your first thought. And similarly, it's possible that between one lifetime and another, are we taking something from this to the next one? I don't know. Maybe play with this, see how it feels to you, and yeah, come and join the journey. All of us have seen death around us. We've not seen our own, and we've had some experience around it. There are things incomplete with people who left us. There could be grief which is still hanging, and there could be, various elements and aspects of it. And it could be with our own body, aging, and, a fear of death coming in, pretending our best to, not look old, to saying, no, we are not approaching death, but we like it or not, we are on the journey. So
yes, there's a lot of denial that is there in the society with the taboo, as well as in our daily actions. If we can really, you can, choose some of the things that you do on an autopilot. Yes.
yeah,
That brushing your teeth or taking a shower, to other daily activities. So if you can bring awareness into that,
right.
that can be a good
Absolutely.
step. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stepping.
And I think one
stone.
more element, last one, is that, what Osho has been guiding us is, look at the whole thing more playfully. When we look at a subject like death, it's likely we become serious, so many emotions come, our ability to even, look at things clearly could get clouded. So in an environment, in a group setting like this, you will find that we'll be laughing, we'll be cracking jokes, we'll be, of course, we'll go through various emotions maybe, but you'll also, you'll explore the whole subject a little more playfully, the way Osho has been guiding us. So, yeah, I really look forward to seeing you over here. Thank you.